All right, so it's time for Dig Deep. It's the go-to for the beginning of the week. There's no better icebreaker for us as a show than to jump into the questions that also start with, ironically, an icebreaker. We go with what do you memes? Let's dig deep. And we with this game, you have three different categories. You have icebreakers, you have deep questions, and deeper questions. We're going to pull one of each category at random and kind of learn a little bit more about each other. Hopefully more than what we already know about each other because we've been friends for, I don't know, like 50 years or something like that. So, Jonathan Peel, you feeling good, man? Feeling
Nine,
gravy?
but whatever.
Feeling
Feeling
Gucci?
great, my friend. And I know you're gonna randomly dig out the middle of this deck. You're gonna pick one of the three levels of questions, and we're gonna do whatever comes up. You know, it's usually interesting, a little wacky, a little crazy, and I'm definitely ready to get into it for this week. And let's go.
All right, so let's see. I got the deeper. I got the deep.
The deep.
And then I got the
Start us off.
icebreaker. And the icebreaker is what was your least favorite trend? Okay, for a second, when I at first glance, I thought like, who is your least favorite friend? Is what I thought it said, and I was like, this is the icebreaker. That's fucking dark. That's really fucking
Yeah,
dark. But
that's pretty
no,
twisted.
what is your
Least
least
favorite
favorite
trend.
trend? Least favorite
Oh,
trend.
there's two of them, and it both involves pants.
Okay.
The first one is one that's coming back around right now. I hated it when I was young, and I hate it now. The high waisted mom jeans and
The,
like the weird like pouch butt thing that goes on with it.
it's the
Like
Ellie Sadler. It's from Jurassic Park. The Ellie Sadler mom jeans. Yeah.
yeah, but it predates that though. I mean, it goes back to like way before that. Even like, don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. Christina Applegate wearing crap like that. But when you're in your 30s and 40s, it doesn't look that great. It's unflattering. And now like people who are in their 20s are wearing it, and it's still unflattering. It does not look good. What are you doing? Put that shit away. You look like an asshole.
Okay. I know you have another one. I'm gonna interject and play devil's advocate. Actually, now
Okay.
objectively, am I a fan aesthetically of the mom jeans? I will agree with you and say no.
Okay.
But
Good.
a very big but. I believe that I get the concept of the high waisted jeans, and I respect the want to wear them, and I think it is more function over form for girls. So I respect it, ladies. If you're watching, if you're wearing the mom jeans, regardless of what our opinions are, our opinions don't mean shit as long as you're comfortable. And a
Ultimately, yeah.
fe- picture yourself as a female in the days where
Every
the,
day,
the
at
the
least once a day.
standard was the low waisted jeans showing hips, like like showing hip bones and stuff like that. And you have an opportunity for a trend to come back in where you don't have to worry about body issues. You don't have to worry about being judged
Covers half
by
your midriff.
you don't have to worry about being judged by guys, by society, by other girls. Like, I can appreciate the idea that mom jeans can be trendy and also help alleviate a lot of the mental and societal stresses that come with women and how they dress and how they show themselves and stuff like that. So I think it helps for body image. And regardless of how we feel, like, I don't think we have a right to tell somebody, "Hey, you don't look good in that," or "I don't like." If we don't like it, it's fine. Like,
Nobody looks good in it.
we
Nobody.
we're allowed to not like it. Like, we're allowed to
It's
not like it, but
horrible.
like, I get it. Like, I completely get it, and I respect their wanting to wear them and everything. So like, I don't hate mom jeans because of that. But yeah, not a fan either. What was your other one about pants?
Skinny jeans. Get that
Skinny
shit
jeans.
out of here. That's the ugliest, most horrible thing. Hate
So
it.
you so you wear baggy ass
And
jeans.
I know that you have your fair pair of skinny jeans.
All my
I
jeans. Yeah.
hate the trend, man. I think it's I don't like the look. Doesn't matter who's wearing it. Once again, just like the mom jeans, I just don't like the look of it. I'm fine with like a straight fit, fine with a relaxed fit, fine with any of that. I just do not like the slim fit skinny jeans. Like I don't know.
But what do you
I
like
don't
then?
like the look.
Like you just like kind of like loose,
I
like a loose
I'm
boot
fine with
cut?
everything else. I just don't
Yeah.
like those things. I don't like the mom cut BS, and I
Mm,
don't like the skinny jeans. I don't like girls with skinny jeans either. Like
mm,
I don't like it.
interesting.
Give me some bell
Interesting.
bottoms or something. I don't give a shit. I just don't like skinny jeans, and
Put
I
this
don't like
guy in a
mom
fucking
jeans.
time capsule because he's ready for some bell bottoms, baby. I, for me, so
What's your trend? What is your trend that you do not like?
okay, I have a lot. I'm very opinionated, and there's a lot of things that I don't like. Let me think of the latest thing that really grinds my gears and drives me crazy.
Oh, he said it.
He said it, guys. God damn. So okay, let me lean back for this one. I have a large amount of respect for people like us who put themselves out there on YouTube, try to see what they can make, see if they can build something, build a community and stuff like that. Huge respect for people who are doing that on YouTube and also on the Twitch space, like Twitch gaming. People trying to develop groups and communities to follow them and play games with each other. I have nothing but respect for anybody who goes out there and tries to make it in that space. But Twitch started allowing, and it has been fixed. It has been rectified recently in the last like month and a half. But there was a time where all of the views were going to these girls who were doing like thirsty ass hot tub streams. So they were going on Twitch, which is a space that is really made for gaming. The whole point, its inception was about gaming. And it got to the point where these girls who were playing games and finally being pretty, sticking their boobs out, playing games, like that's fine. They're playing games. You're forming a community. That's fine. But then it started to not be about the games and just about making everybody thirsty. And they started doing like these hot tub streams
Over
where they were going
sexualization.
exactly, and it kind of really took away from what the platform was about. Now, it was driving me insane. It was really pissing me off because there were really good people out there who deserve an audience, but their viewership was being taken away by a lot of these videos and almost the entire genre because so many people started doing it. Same issue with like ASMR and stuff like that. Like, find another fucking platform. Like, Twitch is for gaming, and there are a lot of people who are trying to make it like, yeah, go to OnlyFans. Exactly. Like, it just took away. So Twitch did kind of fix it. They kept them on the platform, but they moved them into other categories. So they're not allowed to be in the gaming categories, which is good. But it was driving me insane. And look, I love a girl in a hot tub as much as the next brother. But I like when so many people are trying their damnedest and working hour after hour, day after day, week after week, month over month to try to make it in that space, and they just can't compete against a girl with 34 double D in a hot tub leaning over, like just
Work it,
accepting
girl.
donation
Make
after
that money.
donation. Like, work it fine, but like just keep it away from the gaming space. So that was just driving me absolutely insane. And I got to tell you, that was one of the most robust icebreakers. The ice, my friend, has been broken. So let's, like a girl in a hot tub, get really deep. If you could pick one age to
Like
be
3 foot deep.
forever, if you yeah, let's get 3 foot deep. If you can pick one age to be forever, what age would you pick and why? One age to pick forever.
One age forever.
Let's play it safe, man. 25. 25, just fucking stud. Got enough room for my quarter life crisis. Can do whatever I want. World is my
say
oyster.
like 0.01 day old, so that way I'm just like neck deep in pussy. But I was a C-section, so that didn't happen.
That's right. You were.
So my big ass came out the belly. I was like,
You were essentially an alien.
yeah. I burst through the chest. Yeah. So if I had to go with an age, I'd say 30. Yeah, you know, because you're first off, you already got the insurance kick, so the 25-year-old bullshit's out of the way. That's done. You're at a respectable age. People will listen to you. You know, you're 30. Hey, some people are like, you're old. And you're kind of through a lot of the bullshit. This is, I guess, it's the age where you come to the realization of, hey, this is the shit or get off the pot time. So it's that prime real estate of how your future is going to go, and this is the decision making time. So I'd like to be there, and kind of, if you're going to be there forever and make these ultimate decisions at the age of 30, you're a good time frame. You're at a good time frame. You're still young enough where you can mess around with 21-year-olds and go into the 42-year-olds, if you're living that crazy lifestyle.
Can
And if
you
you're staying that
at
age
30?
forever.
At 30 with a 21, is that not in the realm of like kind of weird?
No, not at 30. Not at 30. 30 to
Really?
21. 21. They're 21. That's 21, dude.
They're also 9 years
That's
younger
21.
than you.
That's 21. Once you get people over 21, you don't look at a 9-year age difference anymore. It's like, hey, they're over 21.
That's
Now,
interesting.
I didn't say 30 to 18. That's some creepy shit. Okay. That's some creepy shit.
Like
21, no?
within
21.
within a decade, like you would go like outside of a decade still. 22
Just pushing it.
33. 22 33. You would go that far?
Yeah, like move it up too. What if you're 30 and you're going for like, 40, 41, 42, like it's different either way. There's a big variance there in what you're doing. But hey, man, 30 is that primo age.
Yeah, we ain't judging though. We ain't judging. But yeah, I stick with 25. It's just good age, stud muffin. World is your oyster. You want it, go get it. Still get to be a little bit entitled, but you're still also expected to be somewhat responsible. Yeah, 25. I'll go with that. So,
Right. Well, my friend,
all
let's
right, my
get
friend.
let's get deeper then. Let's put the toes
can't-
in the deep end of the pool.
I
Get
can't
out of the
believe-
hot tub. Olympic diving board.
I can't believe we spent more time on the icebreaker than we did with the
Deep
deep
question.
question. That's pretty interesting.
It is
Wow, this is
what it is.
and this is, as she says, a long one. If you were,
As is said,
if you were, I
is
don't know
the
how,
correct terminology now.
and I don't know. I usually use the deeper question as the title on YouTube. And I mean, if, at a glance, I don't know how I'll be able to fit this
Wow.
question on a YouTube.
Wow.
So this
That is
is
in depth.
this is in depth. Okay, so if you were to die today with no chance to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone? And why haven't you told that person that yet? Fuck me. I'm going to read it
You're just
again. If
putting
you were
motherfuckers
to
on
die
blast.
today, if you were to
Today,
die
and cannot
today,
communicate with anybody, what would you regret not saying to someone right now, and why? I heard you, son. I heard you. Man. Huh. I'm pretty open and honest out there, man. When I'm disappointed in somebody, I tell them. When I'm proud of somebody, I tell them. When I'm appreciative.
you're going to tell
somebody, I
me
tell
that
'em.
there's not one person in the world that you have not told them something and like you just haven't told them yet, and if you died on your last breath, like, fuck, I wish I told that person.
No, that's why you live every day with no regrets, man. You make sure you got it out there already. Ever since this one time when I spent the night at your house and you got up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, and I woke up and I farted in your pillow and then went back to bed. And you came back up and snuggled up to it. I never told you, but I giggled my ass off that night.
Is that why I got pink eye?
You got pink eye?
Okay, that's interesting.
You
It all makes
I'm
sense. now.
surprised. Gas load I let off. I'm surprised you didn't get double barrel pink eye. Right down the center.
I have
But
to
no,
think.
I live out there, man. I can honestly say that I don't feel like I have anything that I haven't said to anybody that I haven't already wanted to say before. Um, I, I I just live that life.
Hmm. And I'm sitting here thinking about which one to talk about. um, yeah.
Just pick something that's off the top of your head and just go with that. You don't have to divulge the whole vault, but what is something that you want to say to somebody that you haven't said to him yet? And then why haven't you said it? And it's funny. It's funny because of this question. I'll go ahead and let you get a little more thought time in this. But the reason that I do like to tell everybody pretty much up front if I do or do not appreciate, like, respect, whatever, like, however I feel, is because if I were to die tomorrow and didn't have the chance to say something, I don't want things to go unsaid.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, you know it. Like, there's just random times when you and I might have spoke for a week or whatever, and it's just like, hey man, love you, just checking in, whatever. And I do that with a lot of my friends, and I just put those out there randomly sometimes. I've even done it on Facebook on occasion, maybe like once a year. I've just put like a very heartfelt, hey guys, I know things. And this is before COVID, where it's like, just know that somebody loves you, and if you're on here and you're reading this, you're somebody that I've interacted with, and I appreciate you and mess with you. Like, I don't randomly add Facebook people just because I met them at a bar one day or they're a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. I
Mm.
add people that you know, I relate to and have done stuff with. So yeah, I keeps it real, 100%.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. For me, there are a few things, but I'm gonna pick one. Um, and I'll keep it on since this show's about friends. I'll keep it within the realm of friends. Um, but and you know him very well.
Oh, damn it.
One of my closest friends in high school was our buddy John Munch. And after about a year or so after high school, he went off to college. We slowly drifted, but every time he came in from the first couple of years, he came in into town like for summer break and stuff like that. We would hang out a couple of days and stuff like that, and still kept the friendship fresh. Still kept each other up to date. And then he got married up in Minnesota. I was in his wedding.
Don't you know?
I stood up in his wedding, and he had a great time. His family was lovely. Wedding was lovely. Um, and after after that, and I was married at the time when we went to Minnesota for this wedding, and there was a moment where we spoke for maybe a week after when he got back from his honeymoon. We spoke a little bit like online and everything, not even on the phone, and that was pretty much the end of us talking. And he was a close friend that I've had for forever. We played high school football together. We just hung out all the time when we were
Theater
from
class
Diamond Head.
together. Yeah.
Yeah, man, he was just a really OG best friend, one of the OG best friends.
You,
So
me, and him, the shoot video, man. I have that VHS in my closet.
we should never bring that out ever.
We
Um,
should.
yeah, and we just lost touch, man. And I like once every couple of years, like there'll be a Facebook post, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's cool, man," or "Yeah, it's great." But like, I never really had a conversation with him to be able to say, like, "Man, I just wish we didn't lose that space."
Drift. Yeah.
I wish we didn't drift. I wish we didn't have it. And there was no reason. There was no rhyme or reason why. It's just life. I had my life. He had his, and the drift just happened. Um, and it was it bums me out. It definitely bums me out that we haven't talked. And it's so easy to just be like, okay, well, I'll just shoot him a message or I'll give him a call or whatever. But yeah, it's just sad. Like, there's no like really like emphatic or I don't know, like meaning behind it or anything. It's just that I miss the guy. A lot of memories, and to have something like that kind of like drift away, there's a regret there. There's definitely a regret there. So I don't know if John Munch, if you're listening, dude, give me a call. But I should call
Let's
you
set
anyway.
up the Zoom call on here. And
Ladies and gentlemen, live from St. Cloud, Minnesota. John Actually, he's not in Minnesota anymore. I think he's on the East Coast. So. But yeah, that's probably it. That's one of them and everything. I have another. It's friend related. It kind of links to my wedding. It's a guy who stood in my wedding. One of my best men, actually. So John Munch and this guy Andre was. I'll go ahead and tell it. Fuck it. I had co-best men, and it was John Munch and my buddy Andre. So I had my back home best man, and then I had my in Atlanta, Georgia best man. Mm-hmm. And Andre, I met him at Best Buy. We were really close friends. One of my best friends in Atlanta, and he's an African American fellow, delightful son of a bitch. Miss him to this day. Haven't talked to him in a while. I definitely need to get in touch with him. But I've always wanted to apologize for him. I've always wanted to apologize to him because I did something that to this day I am thoroughly ashamed about. And that there's no hyperbole or joking. So when I was in the process of getting married and we were talking about, all the groomsmen and getting our clothes, picking out some outfits and how we want to wear, I told Andre, I'm like, there's only one thing I want from you. And it was like, I want you to grow out that fro, man. I want you to grow out that hair. Like, give me, like, it's going to look so dope. And he did it. And I always felt so fucking guilty about asking him and, in a sense, objectifying him physically for the sake of my wedding pictures because I thought it would look cool. And I've always felt guilty about that. And it's one of those things where I always promise myself if I talk to him again, I'm going to apologize for him. And I just need to look him up and apologize because it has eaten me up inside for quite some time. And then recently in the last couple of years with just a ton of social inequality regarding African Americans and black folks in general, it's really resonated with me, and it's gotten even worse. So that's another thing that I definitely
crawl and just built up over the.
I feel so fucking. Decades. I felt so dirty, and on paper, I'm sure there are people that are watching this that are like, really, that's not that big of a deal. Well, it is a fucking big deal. I pinpointed something that only another race could do that was standing in my wedding, and I said, hey, you need to do this, man. I need you to do this.
Whoa, killer. There are plenty of races that can grow a fro.
Yeah, but not as good as
hair type.
It was pretty. It was pretty fucking good. I'll be honest with you.
I've always. Fro. Can you objectify me?
I can objectify you.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
No, I can't. You're a cis white male. There's no way I can objectify you. You're unobjectifiable, Jonathan Peel. So those I gave you two really juicy ones of people that I wish I can connect to. Since they were both. This is a friend show. I wanted to keep it friend related. That was above the neck,
so we were deeper.
We were deeper. Wow, that's probably the deepest of the deep that we've ever did into. And ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed it, like, share, subscribe. Do that whole jam for us. We'd really appreciate it. And
put it out there. Put them.
Yeah. All right, you guys take care. We love you. Bye bye, and see you soon.